Welcome back. Did you know for every black woman who reports her rape, 15 others do not? And that is according to the National Violence Against Women survey. It's a really tough subject, but that same survey shows some 40% of black women report unwelcome contact of a sexual nature by the age of 18. One name and face many in this community know, love, and respect falls in that 40%. She is a survivor and is taking something horrible and turning it into an opportunity to heal. Joining us right now is Lilada Gee, the founder of Black Woman Heal Day 2015 and Lilada's Livingroom. Thank you so much for joining us.
So glad to be here. Thank you.
All right, so Black Woman Heal is just not a day. It's not just happening in Madison, but all over. Tell us what's happening today.
So I'm really excited that we have about 38 states that are joining us today and about 12 countries that will, across the nation and across the seas, will be gathering, hosting events, blogging, and join us on social media, sharing stories and inspiration today.
All right, so Lilada, you had the courage to be on the cover of our sister publication, Madison magazine, last year, and you publicly told your own painful story of sexual abuse. You know, I'm a woman of color, I'm Filipino, and I was very, very alarmed to learn, because there's a lot of information about this, to learn that Asian and Pacific Islander women also underreport rape and inappropriate sexual contact, only 7%. So my question is, what needs to change to eliminate this treatment of all women of color?
One of the most important things is making sure that we're represented by those who serve us. So for most women of color, you know, if you are raped, you're gonna initially see a white police officer, you're gonna see a white sexual assault advocate, you're gonna see a white SANE nurse examiner, a white doctor, a white DA, et cetera, et cetera. For some people, that's no problem, but for people who feel like they need a cultural context in which to heal and feel like they see some faces that look like them, that's gonna make a lot of people stop.
What can the community do to help Black women heal?
I think one thing that's important is sharing our voice, because in the state of Wisconsin, unless things have changed recently, there are no sexual assault advocates that work within our sexual assault service providing agencies that are both state and federally funded. And that's something we all should get up in arms about. And so sharing their voice to support that and to really begin to say, you know, when you look around and you don't see anybody that's brown or tan, you know, challenge it yourself, because so many times we as people of color have to say, wait a minute, how come we're not represented here? But at some point, when the majority culture sees that everything is white, just stop for a minute and challenge that, because we need everyone to feel like they're represented, especially in this field.
And how can men help as well? Because it's not a woman's problem. It's not just, you know, so what can men do?
Men can stop raping. And, you know, that sounds really to the point, but if men begin to understand their boundaries, understand that unless she has said yes, the answer is no, men can help teach their sons how to respect women. Because if we're going to stop the epidemic of rape, and it is an epidemic, men are going to have to take a front role to do this.
Thank you for being so brave and so strong, for sharing your story.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so here's more information on the Black Woman Heal Day. The healing rally is today at the State Capitol Rotunda at 4:30 this afternoon. Lilada, thank you once again.
Thank you so much.